All right, congratulations, Johns Hopkins with a 2-0 win here in this NCAA playoff match against St. John Fisher. Head coach Dan Weiler, Maria Romo-Nichols, and Annie Isferding. First question, Coach, just, not so much a question, but just kind of give me your thoughts as the progression through that game, and of course coming out with the win to advance into the next round.
You know, we had scouted them, of course, and in looking at film, we were kind of prepared for that type of game. You know, really hats off to them for making the game really difficult, for really pressing us and getting in our face and really trying to dictate a bit of the tempo. And that really threw us off for a little while, to be honest. I mean, we weren't in a really good flow for a bit, and although I think we had some pretty dangerous scoring chances and some situations in the box that weren't called, but the game still stayed pretty uneasy. And even into the half, I mean, I feel like we had a good conversation at half, and we had a good plan going into the second half, and I felt like we put that into practice. The game did settle down for us, and we did kind of unbalance them a bit more. And thankfully, you know, Maria was able to get deep in the box and not only get fouled, but be the first to step up and ask to take the PK and then finish that. And then had a little bit of insurance with the second goal. But all the while, you know, our defense has been just fantastic of late and really holding teams back, and that was on display again tonight. So really a fun game to be a part of, and again, hats off to St. John Fisher. It's a good program, and they've had an excellent season, and it was really fun to be a part of that game with them.
I know it takes goals to win, but I like to start with the defense.
Go for it.
Annie, what's it like to hold a team to what you held them to? And I'm not talking about zero just on the scoreboard, but just a lack of even opportunities that you gave them, you know, to put that ball in the goal.
Yeah, it's been really fun to play with our back line this season. Of course, Elle and I are seniors, but with Tatum and Carolina, who are both new to our team, they've been like really great additions. And I think throughout the season, we just become like more solid as a defensive unit. But it also goes beyond just the four of us. It's like the midfield who's pressing, denying the balls over the top, and also our forwards. It's just like relentless pressure throughout the game that makes it really easy for us backs to walk away with one or two shots on us, but it goes much farther than the back line.
Well, I will go to the goal scorer now. And so, yeah, just talk about the opportunity that presented itself for you, and then, of course, just that ability to put the ball in the back of the net like you do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at that point in the game, I was really just intent on like putting as much pressure as I could on the back line. So that's where I like was able to draw the foul. I was very excited it was actually called. And then in terms of stepping up to the spot, I had been practicing penalty kicks for a while now, so I was pretty confident that I could put it away, and was very happy to be able to do that for my team.
Was there any debate? Did any of your teammates try to take it from you, or did they all knew like you're taking that?
I'm not sure. I have a tendency to kind of shoot my hand up in the air and see if I'll get called on. I'm always willing to take a penalty, but also like if a teammate wants to take it, I completely have faith in them and they'll put it away. So I don't think anyone contested it, but I was happy to grab the ball and put it away.
Annie, for you, what's the pacing like when possession is so much in the other half of the field? Do you think that kind of gives you an opportunity to try some different things, or, you know, what does that make the game like in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I think our forwards do a great job of like holding the ball and just really controlling the game, even not like in our own defensive half. And I think when it is like that, it definitely gives the defensive backs a chance to rest. But I think our backs love to get involved in the attack as well. So I don't think it's necessarily time to like take a break, but more as like time to like reset and try to contribute to the attack as much as we can.
And I'll just ask this, sitting between the two players that you have right there, what are their influences on this team and what they provide for your squad?
Well, they're both incredible people, first. You know, I'm really blessed to be able to work with these two, and the whole senior class has been just, you know, so exceptional over the years, but particularly this year. You know, it's each year the way the senior class goes, a lot of the team will follow, and they've made a really strong intention to not only bring their level up individually, but also bring a lot of people along with them. And they've shown tremendous commitment to our cohesion and tremendous commitment to our younger players to really get to know them and bring them in and not only make them feel welcome, but make them feel like they're another friend, and they've become that. And so the senior class and these two have been, just a blessing for the program over the years. And it's just, for me personally, it's just trying to spend a little bit more time with them because we know the time is limited. And it's just fun that we get to keep doing this thing that we love.
Last question, I'll just leave it very open-ended for you, but what's it take to go all the way in this tournament this year?
Well, it takes talent, takes a lot of commitment, takes a little bit of luck, and when you get past where we are now and into a national tournament, every game is going to be difficult, and so the longevity of it is certainly trying. I mean, it is a long. We call it our second season, and I believe that this team has all the components that are capable of winning the whole thing. Now, to do that doesn't just take the talent, doesn't just take the commitment. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to go right, and we're just trying to focus on the present. And we spent a lot of time talking about that today and yesterday about not getting too far ahead of ourselves. And I mean, it's very cliche to say take a game at a time, but it's true. It's cliche for a reason. More importantly, that they're really buying into and supporting what we believe our relationship with one another is and how closely connected that they are. And if we can do that and we can work to our full effort, then we know that we've done everything we can. And if at the end of this, that's a national championship, great.